And hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Cyrus Webb Presents. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. Have a great show for you guys today. We're going to be doing some unboxings, but also sharing with you guys some great storage options you guys can use for shelves, for your books, for different things you may have around your home. I even use them for clothing. A lot of them are going to be featuring the company called Farino. Farino is a brand I've been using for a couple of years now. Going to be actually unboxing some of them today, sharing them with you, and letting you see how easy they are to be able to assemble. Going to connect with our friends on Amazon Live here so we can be able to share this with them. All of the products that you guys will see are with the link that you see with this video. If you guys are not joining us on Amazon Live, you'll notice you can head over there to cyruswebshow.live, and that will be able to allow you to see all of the items that we actually are showcasing today. Again, like I said, the main brand is Farino, but there's also another company that I'm going to be sharing with you guys some great storage cubes like I have behind me here. So definitely look forward to that. Just going to make sure everything is set here on the Facebook side. Also, of course, you guys who are joining us over on YouTube, we appreciate you guys, as well as on Twitter. I'm going to actually tag Farino over on Facebook and on Twitter for you guys can easily be able to stay connected with them online. Okay, and we are all good there. Go ahead and connect with Amazon Live here, and we'll get started. Making sure that we have all of our products here that we're going to be showcasing for you guys today here on Amazon. Have my storage units there. There's that. There's Farino there. Just going to make sure we have everything. There is my other shelving there. And let's see. Yeah, we are all covered here. All right, let's go ahead and get started. And you all are watching Cyrus Webb Presents here on Amazon Live. I'm Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us today. I'm excited because we're going to be doing some unboxings today to share with you guys some great storage options for your home. These are going to be great for your books, also for those who use storage shelves for your clothing. This is going to be a great episode for you guys to be able to see how you can do so affordably. The main brand I'm going to be showcasing today is a brand called Farino, but there's also going to be another shelving space like the one I have behind me here. I'm going to share with you guys as well. If you have any questions, feel free to be able to put those in the comment section. And go ahead and type a message here on Amazon Live. And this is something I've been looking forward to because I use these shelves pretty much for everything. If you guys have watched any of my other episodes, you guys have seen me actually with the storage shelves like the ones that are behind me here. And that's what I'm going to be showcasing with you guys today. Again, featuring the company called Farino, but also another great company too you guys can use, like I have here for the storage cubes. So let's go ahead and get started. When it comes to Farino, they have a lot of great brands. I'm going to start off by sharing with you guys the Farino turn into the 3 shelf, and that's the one that I actually have behind me here. This one is $27 right now, $27.05, and you'll notice it here on the side of me here. And what I love about the Farino products is a lot of them you can be able to, right out of the box, be able literally to be able to turn, lock, and they are ready to go. And that's what I'm going to share with you guys today. Again, the blue and white one is a Farino turn-in tube. You'll notice it's behind me here. It's one of the shelving units that I'm using here in my home studio. It's a great option for you guys if you're looking for storing books. Again, products like what I have here on mine, here behind me. But it's really one of those things you can put in any area of the house or be able to have in your home office as well. And again, that's the Farino. That's the blue and white for $27.05. And again, this is a brand that I've been now using for a couple of years. I love the fact that they are so durable, and they're things you can use in a lot of different ways. I'm going to be sharing with you guys today as we actually assemble some of the Farino shelves as well. So again, that's the first option, is the Farino blue and white for $27.05. Also, if you guys are joining us on the Amazon Live side, you have not done so already, invite you guys to unmute. and also to give us a follow. You notice the follow button is below us or on the side. I do programming here all throughout the week, share with you guys different product reviews, but also we do other segments. We have talk shows here on Amazon Live, as well as segments that are there for you to be able to be inspired by and motivated for as well. So feel free to give us a follow there. We appreciate that. The next item I'm going to share with you guys also from Farino is the 5-tier Farino turn-in tube, and it is $38.97. It actually is on sale right now. I have it actually here on the side of me, and it looks like the one that I'm going to be sharing with you guys today. Now, this is what the shelving looks like on the 5-tier. I'm going to be actually putting together the 4-tier as well. But I want you guys to notice again how easy this is. The shelving is a really nice size. As you guys can see there, a nice thickness. And this is great for you when it comes to, I use mine a lot for my books, also for products. As I said, as you can see here behind me, these are the Farino shelves here. You notice the holes there. Those are going to be, of course, your stabilizers there. We're going to be putting those together here in just a bit. And again, these are very easy. All you do is turn, lock, and you're all set to go. The 5-tier is $38.97. It is on sale right now. And again, this is a brand that you can be able to use for so many different things in your home and office. And again, I'm going to be putting together the 4-tier here in just a bit. I want to be able to show you guys the ones you can literally see here in my home office space that I'm using right now that are already assembled. So I share with you guys the blue and white, which was the 3-tier here on the side. Also, the 5-tier, as I mentioned, is $38.97 on sale. It's over here on the side as well with products on it. The 4-tier is the one we're going to go ahead and put together. Now, you can get this in a couple of different colors. I actually have a couple of these myself, but I'm going to share with you guys what is so cool about these when it comes to being able to put these together. So this one is actually $33.95 right now. It is on sale right now, and this is the 4 shelf. That's what I'm going to be showing you guys right now. So again, you get your 4 shelves. There's 1. There's 2. And again, this is right out of the box. Again, I'm going to be unboxing some of the other sizes. There's 3. And also your 4th. Now, the thing about the Farino brand is it comes with the feet for it as well. You'll notice that's going to be the first step. So again, this one I'm about to put together is $33.95 on sale. So again, to get started is really easy. You have your 4 shelves there. Okay. Go ahead and just set these to the side for a second. And then you want to go ahead and unpackage your other part. So here are, of course, the shelf size. They come in 3 packages here. You guys can see there. So we go ahead and get these unpackaged for you. And for myself, the reason why Farino, I think when I first found out about them, the thing that I really liked about them is how easy they are to be able to assemble. You notice there you have the threaded ends, and that's going to make it very easy again for you just to be able to connect them. And then on this end, you notice that's where they'll go into. I'll share with you guys more about that here in a bit. But again, this is a nice thickness as well. Here are the feet for the actual Farino I'm going to be putting together here, the 4 shelf. Go ahead and get those unpackaged for you. You can see, so that's what they look like. That's the bottom of the shelving unit, and that's where your tubing will connect there. And again, of course, you get 4 of those. And then you have your stabilizers that go on the top of it, and that's going to lock everything together. I'm going to go ahead and get those unpackaged for you so you can look at those. And that's what it looks like there. So again, it threads into the actual tube, and that's what you get there on the top. Similar to the one that I have already assembled here that I'm going to share with you guys a little bit later, but you can see there how it'll actually look, and that's going to keep everything together for you there. Okay. So again, these normally take, just a few minutes to be able to assemble. Go ahead and finish getting our sides there. One thing I will tell you about the shipping side of this, though, for Farino, and you'll see it actually on the other boxes I'm going to be actually unboxing later, is you can tell what's in the packaging from the outside box. So keep that in mind. That, if when it's being delivered, it says right on the packaging what it is. And again, there are shelving units there. So again, we're going to start with our feet. Again, the feet of the actual shelf. And again, if you guys are just coming in, this is the 4 shelf that I'm assembling now. It's on sale right now for $33.95. And you'll see how easy this is to be able to assemble. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my 4 feet down here. And then you just take one of your shelves. Of course, this is the top side. So you're gonna be putting your foot in the bottom end there like this. And again, you just take it, put it down on the bottom. And you're gonna do that with all 4. Hey, Tamika, how you doing? On the Facebook side, I appreciate you. We're over here on Amazon today, actually showing you guys some affordable storage shelves. All right, so I have all 4 of my feet. You guys can see there. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our tubing and we're just going to connect it, and that's going to lock it in place. So that's going to give us our first level. So again, you take your threaded end there, and you're just going to be able to thread it through the shelf into the actual feet. Really easy process. And again, this is something you can do as a 1-person job, which makes it also very cool. Just make sure it's nice and tight there. But this is a job that does not take very long to do. I mean, typically, if I wasn't talking, I could probably get this done in about 15 minutes. But it's something, again, that's really any member of the family can be able to do. And as you can see already, there we go, as it's coming together here. But again, you're just twisting it in to the feet through the shelf. And again, this is the one that's on sale. This is the 4 tier that's on sale right now. But as you can see, just really easy to be able to assemble. Just make sure it's nice and tight. All right, and there we have our first level. So again, you have your feet there going into the bottom of the shelf. There's your first level of the shelf there. And as you can see, there we have our supports on the side there, okay? And we're just gonna repeat that process for the rest of the shelves. So I'm gonna go ahead and place this back down. We're gonna take our next shelf, place it on top. And you'll see it fits right in. We're gonna take our next supports and just repeat the same process. I will tell you the other thing about Farino that is really cool is that, let's just say that because of your needs, hey, Pele, how you doing? The other thing about this is if you don't need all 4, let's just say that you have a space that you only maybe need even 2 of these, you can save the shelving for later and just be able to use what you need at that particular time. So that's the other great thing about Farino is that you don't have to use all of the shelving at one time. You can still have a complete shelf, and I'll show you what I mean here in just a bit. But again, I'm just going to repeat the same process here. And again, we're just twisting it into the other support through the shelf. And just make sure it's nice and tight. Just like that, as you can see. And you just keep repeating the process. Yeah, Pele, happy Wake Up Wednesday to you too. Got some early risers for those who are joining us live here. And again, as you can see, just a really easy process. And you just keep, I'm going to turn this around here to make it a little bit easier. And the main thing is, again, this is the turn-in tube. So as long as you're screwing it in straight, You won't have any problem with it. And the main thing is just to make sure you're getting them nice and tight. And again, no tools required for these Farino products. The only Farino shelves that I've had to actually have something for, that's right, Pele, that's what I was thinking, no screws, right? All you're doing is just twisting it. And really the main thing is just to make sure it's straight. Like that one, the last one I was putting in, I noticed that I was going in at an angle. Just want to make sure that it's nice and straight. As long as it's nice and straight, you won't have any issues. And again, like I said, you just keep building the shelf up that way. Now, as I was mentioning to you earlier, let's just say, again, this is the 4th shelf that I'm doing here. Let's say you don't need all 4 shelves. What you can do, like this is our 3rd shelf here, right? Go ahead and put the 3rd shelf on. And as I told you, you have the top section there that kind of connects the whole thing together. And you can do this at any level, actually. Again, using your tops that you have, you can go ahead and just screw those in. If you only need the 3 shelves, and that way you can have the 4th shelf for later for another project if you need. But look at that. So you can see, so you can actually just go ahead and screw that in, and you can go ahead and finish off your project there. So again, even though it does have the 4 shelves, you don't have to use all 4 shelves at one time. You can be able to make it a 2-shelf project if you need 3 shelves, and then just have the other shelf for when you do need it. And of course, your other support legs. And again, like I said, look at that. So you can see you're just able to screw that in and it's ready to go. So again, this is the 4th shelf that is on sale. So again, it's a great deal. So I would say this is one that would definitely be worth getting. The great thing is, again, like I said, you can use it as you need it. And let's see. Well, hello to you. Great to be able to see you. Appreciate that. This is the one that is $33.95 right now. So again, this is the 4th shelf that's on sale right now by Farino for $33.95. But again, as I mentioned, if you do not need all 4 shelves at one time, you can be able to cap it off. So you can be able just to have the 3 shelves, the 2 shelves, whatever you might need at that particular time. You can be able to easily be able to do that, and then just to be able to store your other legs for when you need it. Okay. All right, so I'm going to put this over to the side. And again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know. But again, Farino is a brand that has a little bit of something for everybody. And again, for myself, I have a lot of different Farino products around my house. I use them a lot. If you notice in my broadcast, like I said, behind me, the shelving units that you see there are Farino as well. So again, you'll see these are something that can pretty much fit anyway. The next thing I want to share with you guys is one of their corner tables that Farino has. Again, this is another one that I recently bought. We're going to assemble it together. This one is $23.99. And again, as I mentioned, it comes in the box. You're able to tell what it is because it says the Farino right there on the box. We're going to go ahead and get our box opened up. And this one will have 3 shelves with it. And again, this is an end table you can be able to use in your living room or in your office. But it is designed for a corner as well. So you guys can keep that in mind. So you do get, and I didn't share with you guys when I was doing the 4 tier, but you do get your instructions like you see there. Okay. There again, you have your tubing. And I will mention this too, if you'll notice with the different Farino shelves that I'm putting together, the tubing has different designs on it. So you can be able to kind of think about that too when you can see there. This is, again, this is made for a corner. You guys can see there. It can be able to fit inside of a corner. We're going to be able to put it together. And there are toppers as well as our feet. So we'll go ahead and get those opened up. And again, if you're new to Farino, again, but these are just the turn and tube. You'll notice there it even tells you about how long it takes. This one says it takes about 10 minutes to be able to put together. But I love the fact that it pretty much walks you through the process. But again, like I said, I've been using Farino now for a couple of years. So I've gotten used to just taking it out of the packaging and just being able to assemble it because I've gotten used to how it goes. But I do want to show you the difference in, and I'm glad I didn't put the other layer on so you can see the difference. So again, in the 4 shelf, I was showing you guys, notice how those are square. But look at for the corner shelf, you notice these are round, see that? And the great design. So again, you have different looks that you can be able to have with Farino as well. That also makes it a great product. But again, this one is $23.99. I'm gonna go ahead and get this unpackaged and let you guys take a look at how quick and easy. Now notice the instructions says it takes about 10 minutes to be able to do this. And again, as you get used to Farino products, you'll be able to see you can probably cut that time down some as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and unpackage our feet again for our corner shelf. And here are our toppers here. Go ahead and get those done. And again, these are going to screw into the top of our shelf to be able to lock it in. And of course, you get 4 of those as well. All right, so I'm going to go ahead now and start putting this together. And again, it all starts with the feet, just like when we were putting together. I can move our box out of the way now because we're done with that. But it all starts with the feet. Again, I'm just going to put the feet down here. Now you'll notice again, as I mentioned, this is designed for a corner. So you'll be able to notice by the size of it how it is different than our other shelving that we had, which of course was more rectangular. All right, so go ahead and put this down. You guys can see there. Just make sure you put them right through the holes. And then you get 3 of these instead of 4 like we had with our 4 tier, because again of the size of this, right? All right, so we have those in place. Now we're going to go ahead and put our first set of supports in. And again, you'll notice all you do is just screw this in. So let's go ahead and get it screwed in. Main thing, again, just make sure it's straight. If you'll notice with the 4 shelf, as I mentioned earlier, I was starting to go crooked with it, so I had to unscrew it. And just to make sure it's, as long as you're doing it straight, you'll see how it locks there, you won't have any problem with these. The other thing I will mention too, and I mentioned you can be able to use these for bookshelves. I do have one that I have books on. The main thing is just make sure you're watching the weight of these, okay? Because each one does have its own weight requirements. So keep that in mind too when you're deciding on what you're putting on the Farino shelves and which ones you get. Now, if you want one that has is more heavy duty, you probably don't want to do the turning tube for that one. They do have just regular, Farino does sell just regular bookcases. Now, those do require tools. I have one of those on the other side of my studio here that is for heavier things like heavier books, okay? So there I have our first level done. And you'll notice, okay, so there again are our feet. Now, again, remember, this is one that is designed for a corner, right? You can tell by the design of it. So I have our first layer that's on there, okay? We're gonna go ahead and move on to the next shelf. Again, just put our shelf on. Again, watch the way that you have that one. All right, there you go. Then you do the same thing. And again, this one, if you guys are just coming in, this is the Farino turn-in-two. This is for your corners, but it can also be used at the end of your couches or even, of course, in your office as well. If you're looking just for a smaller table to be able to put your knickknacks on, this is a cool one for you. All right. All right, and there we have all three of the second tier on. Next thing we'll be doing is actually putting our last layer on. Again, just watching the way the design is here. Put it in your holes there. There we go. All right. And now we're going to use our toppers because we have our 1, 2, 3. We have our 3 shelves. So the next step is just to be able to use your toppers that it comes with. You're going to screw those on. As you can see, really easy design here. And again, I like the fact that these are able to accommodate whatever your needs might be. Maybe you don't need the large shelving like I shared with you earlier. Here is another affordable option that does not take up a lot of space, but is still able to hold the things that you want, maybe again in your home or your home office. And it is affordable as well. So there you have it. And so again, this is our corner shelf. You guys can see put together. You have your 3 shelves here. Okay, nice top there. Able to put things on the top level as well as the other 2. And again, this one is $23.99 right now. So again, I'm sharing with you guys the different sizes because again, you can figure out what you need for your own self. And again, just make sure that it's nice and tight and you won't have any issues there with that. And again, this is the Farino corner turn-in tube for $23.99. All right, we're going to put this one over to the side because we have more Farino to be able to share with you guys. Now, if you'll notice here, and I pointed this out earlier, I'll go ahead and share with you guys the ones I already have assembled. This is another one of the 3 tier here. And again, notice the size of it. So again, earlier, if you'll notice, and I'll share with you guys this again, if you came in late, I put together the 4 tier. And again, as I mentioned, these are come in different colors, but this was the 4 tier. As you can see, a larger rectangular shape. This one is the 3 tier. And again, this is a smaller one. Again, it can be used for your home or your home office. It's black and white design, which I love. Again, there are your feet, your tubes, and your 3 shelves. This one is $18.20 right now. This one is on sale. And again, you're able to have your larger space here in the bottom area. You have your smaller section here, but also you have the top area you can be able to use as well. But another great option for you to be able to use, again, for any area of your home that you may need it for. Again, I love the fact all you do is you turn, lock, and you're all set to go. And again, this one is $18.20. This is the 3 tier. Again, the turn-in tube as well. Now, if you like the more wood design, if you'll notice this one, again, is a little more stylish, the black and white. But if you're used to just the wood design, you can be able to get those as well through Amazon. I have one here. Here's the other 3 tier. And this one is the more wooden design that you can be able to give. This is the standard look that you may be used to. This one is $17.65 right now. But again, you have your 3 tier section here. Same principle here. You can see you have your 4 feet. You have your 3 shelves, your bottom layer, your second, and your top. The only difference in this is you'll notice there is no toppers there on this one. That's because they actually have the design to be able to screw into the bottom of this one. But this one is $17.65 right now. $17.65. So again, you'll notice the different price points. None of the shelving that I'm sharing with you guys today, none of them are more than 50 bucks. And that again is the great thing about Farino too. You have these affordable options to be able to choose from, and you can not have to worry about breaking the bank, but still be able to get what you need when it comes to being able to store things or to be able to display items as well. And again, these are great for display too. Okay. So again, if you guys are new here on Amazon Live, I'm Cyrus Webb. This is Cyrus Webb Presents. We share with you guys different product demonstrations like we're doing today. We also have talk shows here on Amazon Live featured around books, like the books that I've written as well as others. And we also are able to give you guys different selections when it comes to gift ideas or things for your home and home office. Today, we're kind of doing a mixture of that, sharing with you guys some great storage items here on Amazon that I personally use. And I'm excited about being able to share these because these are all things that we can use for ourselves. These are great, of course, for college dorms, that kind of thing. Any type of place you need for storage or display, Farino kind of has you covered here. There's one more that I want to be able to share with you guys here with Farino, and this is the end table. Again, I'm going to do an unboxing for you guys here. This one has only 2 layers to it. So this is the 2 layers. Again, another affordable option. This one is $17.74. Again, it's another turn and tube. So we're going to go ahead and get it unboxed. So let's take a look. Again, $17.74. So if you're noticing a pattern here, we did the 5-tier that I have here in my home office. We've done the 4-tier that you can even be able to use as a 3-tier or 2-tier, depending on what your needs are. Share with you guys the other different sections you can be able to use around your corners, even of course in your home or the home office. But this one now is the 2-tier. Again, go ahead and put the legs, and these, you notice these legs are a little bigger. I'll share with you guys those when we open it up. Get those unboxed. There are legs there, our feet. Okay. All right. And I'm opening this up for the first time with you guys, as you can see. But again, out of the 2 years that I've been using Farino, I've honestly only had issues one time. And okay, and there are shelving there. You know, these shelves are a little bit different. I'll share with you guys what I mean here in a bit. And it does come, again, with the instructions. And notice the instructions, again, gives you a guesstimation of the amount of time. This says it takes about 5 minutes to be able to assemble. Because I am talking with you guys, it may take me a little bit longer. But you'll notice still, again, it's a very easy process. Now, let me share with you guys just one thing about these shelves that you need to know. This is, again, you only get the 2 shelf with this one. This one is $17.74. This one is the bottom layer. Let me tell you how I know that this is the bottom and this is the top. The bottom has the holes, okay? The holes, again, are where our feet are going to be able to go to screw into that. As I mentioned to you guys, the difference in this type and the other one that I shared with you guys earlier is you notice there are no holes on the top layer. The reason why is because the connection goes on the bottom of the top shelf. That's how I know the difference in the 2 there. And again, that's the other great thing about Farino is they give you these different designs and styles. And again, you'll notice this type of material, it's a different type of material and color than our other ones. Again, to be able to fit your decor, whatever your decor might be. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these tubes opened up. So you can also see the difference in these tubes versus the other tube that I had earlier. Notice these are larger, round, and when I was putting together the 4-tier, remember, those were the more square. So see, there is the difference there. And you can notice these are bigger. So let's go ahead and get these unpackaged. And for the 2-tier, you're going to get 4 of these. All right. Okay. And then we have our feet. Let's go ahead and get our feet unpackaged there. And then you'll notice it's just the same process we'll be doing with the others. Again, it's the turn and tube. So make sure we put our feet down. And we're going to take what is our bottom shelf. The reason why we know it's the bottom because it has the holes in it. Okay. Going to go ahead and get that assembled. Just lining it up. And this is also a project you can do with the family. Of course, that means it's going to probably take you a little less time with each one because you're having some help. But as you can notice, these are not things that are going to be able to take up a lot of time or a lot of effort. Okay, so go ahead and get this screwed in. And again, it's all about just the turning, and that's going to lock it in. Okay, see that? And you're just going to continue that process. With all four. And really the only challenge that I find for myself with these is just making sure that you're screwing it in straight. If you're screwing it in straight, you won't have any issues. If you notice it's starting to go crooked, you just take it off and start it again. So again, all right, that's the first side. Let's go ahead and get the next side done. And like I said, you can see this is a very easy process. Again, the great thing about Farino and these turn into products, and again, they do have others that you can get that do require some assembly. But for the products that I'm using these for, this works just fine for me. And again, because you are watching your weight requirements on each one, you're able to make sure that you're getting one that fits your needs. And that really is the main thing, making sure that you're getting the ones that fit what you're getting them for. This is our last one. And again, you're just turning and locking it in. Okay. All right, just making sure all those are in. Okay, there we have it. And then again, like I said, for this one, all you're doing is just assembling with the top. And you'll see it has the sections there in the top for just to slide into. So this one's a little bit different than the other ones that we're used to, because you don't have to worry about having the toppers there. And this is again, the 2-tier, okay? The 2-tier, and it is $17.74. So again, like you said, like I showed you guys earlier, these are very easy to be able to assemble with the entire family or by yourself. The great thing is, of course, you don't have to worry about a lot of space. They don't require a lot of space, and you can be able to adjust them as you need them when it comes to the different sizes. The last thing I want to share with you guys when it comes to today's program is another shelving unit that I've been able to use. This is one, let's see if I have it here in the carousel. Yes, there it is. This one is $52.94. Now, this one is a little bit bigger. Now, I have this one in the corner of my office on this end. Now, the difference in the one that's $52.94 and this one also has the 4 shelves, but these are a little sturdier shelves. Okay, so this one is the darker brown. Again, these are not wood, of course, keep that in mind as well. These type are not wood by Farino, but this one is $52.94. You get the 4 shelves like the one that I put together for you guys, but it's made for a little heavier products. So keep that in mind. Again, the big thing with Farino is to make sure you guys are getting the weight right. If you get the weight right for what you're trying to do, you won't have any issues whatsoever with these products. And again, all of these are affordable options that we can be able to easily get. I even have, if you'll notice here behind me, we have the cube storage unit here. Gonna move this over to the side for you guys so you can see. I have the cube unit. Let's move this so you can better see over here. Okay. So we have the cube unit that's right here. This one is $29.99. You'll notice that's what's here behind me. And it's one of those shelving units that you'll be able to lock together. It comes with the circular parts to be able to connect the shelves in. And all you do is just be able to adjust it as you need it. Again, this one is $29.99 right now. But it's another great option for you guys to be able to use. It's more adjustable. You can actually add to it as well. You can buy multiple units of it. Make sure you guys can see this well. So I'm going to go ahead and move this over because I want you guys to make sure you guys can see what I'm trying to show you with this product here. Okay. So this is the shelving unit here behind me. But again, that one is $29.99. And again, it comes with a different type of connector, but you're able to connect it together using the size. You'll be able to make as large as you want it. But that also makes it something that is easy to be able to adjust as well. And again, a great option for you guys, depending on, again, what your needs are. And that's what a lot of these are about today. It depends on what your needs are. So if you guys are looking for some affordable storage units, as you can see, Farino has you covered, as well as Volure. That is the company I'm talking about here with the cubing storage units as well. So again, either one of those options are really great for you. So I hope you guys have found something in here that you can be able to use for yourself. These are all, again, great options. You can see I'm using them literally myself all throughout my home office here. You'll notice another Farino shelf that's here. So these are great options for you depending on if you're needing the 2-layer, the 3-layer, the 4-layer, or 5-tier. They all are turn-in tube, all very easy to be able to assemble. And as you can see, nothing over $50. So it makes it very easy for you guys to be able to afford. Until next time, you all make it a great one. I'm looking forward to being able to share with you guys some great options as well later on this week. When it comes to things for the entire family, you guys can be able to use that are affordable, but also something that are functional as well. Until then, I'm Cyrus Webb saying make it a great one, and we'll talk soon. Take care.